Yeah, sure, come here, little ones, the humanitarian doctor said, putting his doctor's bag down and taking out what appeared to be a syringe. Hey, wait, hold on. We never agreed to, ach. All three of the Terran's arms rose in front of them, wrists pointed upwards. The humanitarian doctor tisked at them. What the fuck? Why can't I put my arm down? What the hell is this? The Terrans were yelling in surprise. The Rugari chuckled a bit to see their enemy in such a panic, but a glare from Alichan silenced them. Come on, little ones, you never heard of psionics before? Didn't your parents ever tell you about them? Asked the doctor. We have never seen or heard of psionics being real before, sir. Please release my arm. How strange, the doctor said. Strange indeed, Ilaria added. The doctor tore one of the Terran's suits open at the wrist that was held out. All right, this might sting a little, the humanitarian doctor said, inserting the syringe. The doctor repeated the process with the other two Terrans. The doctor released the Terrans from his psionic grip. They immediately moved to rub their wrists. The Republic will hear about this incident, one of the delegates warned. The doctor ignored them as he grabbed another instrument from his bag. The doctor inserted one of the vials of blood into the machine, to which it gave off test results. Oh no, the doctor said, like he had just discovered some terrible truth. What is it? One of the Terrans asked. Oh, nothing, little one, the doctor said back. To that, the Terrans groaned. The doctor tested the other vials. To both he gave a disheartened response. The doctor walked over to the still kneeling Ilaria, motioning for her to stand up. The doctor whispered something into her powered suite's audio receptor. Ilaria gave out a gasp. All three of them? Ilaria asked. I'm afraid so, the doctor responded. Now hold on. What the hell are you not telling us? You invited us here to discuss peace negotiations, and now you take blood tests without our consent. What the hell is going on? One of the Terrans demanded. The powered armored giants looked down to the relatively small man. If I may ask, could you do a reading on them as well? We need to know what we are dealing with here. Ilaria asked the doctor. I agree. All right, you three, prepare yourselves. First reading always feels weird. The doctor told the Terrans. The Terrans clutched their head in pain as a migraine set in, but it left as soon as it came. Oh, the doctor said with a mix of shock and disbelief. What so? Ilaria asked. Well, these three aren't lying. They really are delegations sent by the Terran Republic to negotiate a peace agreement with the Rugari. The doctor said. It's just the Terrans are all just children infected with the Zalishan disease. The other Humanitarians in the room gasped at the doctor's explanation. If I had to guess, these are the descendants of those who were on that hospital ship. We lost contact with all those millennia ago. This explains why they don't know about psionics. They died too young to ever develop them. I think we should inform the families of the long deceased. They may still want custody of the descendants. The doctor shifted his gaze to the Rugari delegates. So congratulations, Ruagari. You lost a war to children with a debilitating sickness. It would be funny if it wasn't so, said, the doctor stated. What evidence do you have of any of this? Said one of the Terrans. Ilaria quickly unlocked her helmet and revealed a face so similar to that of a human one. The main difference being instead of eyes, she had glowing blue orbs. What the fuck? The Terran stated. You don't suppose we can keep diplomatic relations normal, right? Another Terran delegate asked. No, the families of those long deceased have a right, by humanitarian state law, to the descendants of those dead due to Zalishan disease. What will be difficult is finding out who has rights to who, though we will eventually find out, said Ilaria. Crap, the Terrans said in unison. Doctor, please escort these little ones to the intensive care unit, Ilaria said. With pleasure, Ilaria, the doctor said. What about the negotiations? One of the Rugari delegates asked. Ilaria turned to them. We shall contact our government about the change in situation. And then, well, let's just say our terms will be a lot less forgiving than the little ones. The Rugari gulped in fear. All the achievements of the Terran Republic, all the astounding feats of industry, organization, and military prowess. In the end, they were all just child's play. Humitrian State Archive, Zalishan disease. The Zilician disease is characterized by it exclusively affecting humanitarian children, muscle degradation, gradual loss of vision, mental disorder, premature development of reproductive organs, and an early death. Those with the disease, if not administered the proper treatment to cure it, will not be able to live past the age of even 200 if put under intensive care. Before a cure was developed, Zilician disease accounted for 98% of all humanitarian child deaths. The development of the cure for it was deemed one of the most important discoveries in humanitarian history. Humanitarian State Archive, Helicon Hospital Ship. Incident in the year BB-87. The hospital ship, Helicon, carrying over 1,000 humanitarian children with the Zilician disease, disappeared. Parents of the lost children demanded efforts to find the missing vessel, but every search party returned empty-handed. BC 2187 edit. Hospital ship. Helicon was found to have landed on the planet known both as Earth and Terra by its current inhabitants. The children appear to have survived the crash and had been the first in a long line of short-lived generations on the planet. At one point, a generation of descendants, calling themselves Terrans and humans, formed a planetary government that would expand to its local star groups. The Republic had been isolated and concealed by its neighbors in order to try and keep it neutral. It had acted as a sort of buffer state between regional powers. During the Rugari War of Aggression, the Terran Republic had battled with the encroaching Rugari Empire as its military annexed the Republic's neighbor, the Astragon Concordat. The Terran Republic had a long string of military victories which devastated the Rugari Empire's ability to make war in that section of the galaxy. The war revealed the existence of the Terran Republic. It was revealed to humanitarian officials of what the Terrans truly were during attempted peace negotiations on the battleship known as the Fortitude. The Terrans were sent to the Fortitude's intensive care unit. Their genetic history was analyzed and revealed to have been descended from multiple humanitarian families. They have since agreed on a joint custody arrangement. The revelation of the Terrans actually just being children with the Zilician disease created a large anti-Rugari sentiment among the humanitarian population. The Rugari Empire has since been put under humanitarian occupation. The fate of the Rugari people have yet to be determined. The Terran Republic has rejected all humanitarian offers for peaceful integration, stating that, "Whoever your kids were are long dead. We are our own nation and people now. Please leave us alone." The statement of non-compliance caused Admiral Takoris Alaton to make a public statement. "As all red-blooded humanitarians, it is our responsibility that we must bring our sick little ones back. They may not wish it, but for their sake, and the sake of the families that lost their loved ones so long ago. It pains me to say this, but we will not negotiate with the mentally unfit. Multiple fleets of ships carrying psionics specialists and system-disabling weaponry have since parted for the Terran Republic, in the hopes of making the capture of the territory as bloodless as possible. The Terran Republic was reported to have mobilized its military assets in a show of defiance, though the Republic's victory in the upcoming conflict is deemed very unlikely. The Terran Republic's military, though considered to be one of, if not the most powerful in the region after its victory over the Rugari, in comparison to the humanitarian states' military, was described by one humanitarian general to be nothing but child's play.